In my coaching practice, I work with both men and women, and I've discovered that both men and women have challenges in terms of what it means to be an effective public speaker. But it's particularly important when coaching women that we understand the distinction between having a loud voice and being able to be a good public speaker. We tend to assume that men more naturally have the qualities of being public speakers, that it's difficult as a woman to be able to command authority, to be able to use our voices to make people hear us while still retaining our feminine spirit and the values that we think are important. But there's a subtlety here that is applicable to both men and women, and a difference between what it means to be a confident and assertive communicator, as distinct from being passive and unable to hear your voice, but equally not also being aggressive and pushing people over with what it is you want to say. We're all familiar with the concept of mansplaining when a person, usually a man, is forceful enough to then override the voices of others, usually women or minorities. But to be a compelling public speaker is a subtlety that both men and women need to understand. It's just as beholden on men to understand how to use their voice in a way that empowers other people as it is also for women to understand that finding their voice is not about being aggressive, but about that confidence and authority and leadership which is different from authoritarianism and bullying others. I'm particularly passionate about working with women, mainly because I think women's voices need to be heard, and unfortunately we have too many more voices out in the world and not enough female voices. It's really important that women are given the tools to dig deep and understand that finding your voice is not about bullying others or being overtly strong, but understanding that quiet authority in some cases that actually makes people listen to you more. This is something both men and women could learn too. And it's about a more refined understanding of what voice means. So in my speaking with women, we do a lot of work on what it means to dig deep, to uncover a lack of self-confidence, imposter syndrome, any of the mental suggestions that would say you don't have a right to your voice, or you're going to have to speak even louder to compete with the male voices out there. There are other, more subtle, more profound ways of being able to hold authority in a room. And that's actually something that both men and women need to learn. I'm excited to help both men and women learn how to do this, but I'm especially keen that there should be more women voices being able to uncover their own sense of identity, self-worth and purpose, and to enable those voices to emerge to build a better world.